Nuke Electrician. Nuke Electricians, mate. One little thing at a time. For the ninth set of 50 videos, one video posted every 6 hours. Vanity repetition, burning into one's mind, etching into one's DNA, that it is easier to make a lot of money over a short period of time than it is to make a little money over a long period of time. Therefore, what's it there for? One is ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. Nuke Electrician. I just picked up a man who had on some dungarees, Navy dungarees. I'm like, where the hell you get them from? He said he got out in 2022, Merchant Marines at the end of. And so I chit chat with him about. He wanted to talk more than listen, so he had stories to tell. A younger cat. I got to remember that to adjust to that. Some people want to hear your story. Some people want to tell you theirs. Some people there's a combination of both, and we can feed off of each other, right? So he actually asked me. I didn't volunteer this time. He asked me what I did. I was a nuke electrician. He said submarine. I said, yep. I trained on one, but I ended up on a carrier, Big E. Lafayette class submarine, the Daniel Webster 626, in Charleston, South Carolina. Prototype. And I have had a chance to talk about February 18th, 1994. 37 days to report to duty. My enlistment bonus money. I got my enlistment bonus money after 2 years. And I brought that up because that's the time I afforded to hop. They went and visit my friend who was in corps school because this guy, Adam, he was a corpsman. He said Camp Pendleton was C school, but A school was in San Antonio. Well, 30 years ago, I'm pretty sure they switched stuff around. He said he liked San Antonio because they had all the branches of the military: Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard. Um, so nuclear fuel A school. I went to the Navy in February 20th, 1994. Boot camp in Orlando, Florida. Then I went to nuclear fuel A school. That was in Orlando, Florida. As an electrician mate. That's 16 weeks. That's why I always tell a story about how our senior chief, the youngest guy to make senior chief at that time, asked me off the record. This was like the second time I had an off the record talk with somebody that was had more rank than I did, and he basically asked me to sign up for the Naval Academy because he thought I could handle it, and because I was black, and it's not many people, I guess, black people that can handle something like that. All right. So then, and then I went to nuclear fuel A school. I mean, nuclear power school was in Orlando, Florida. Then that's when I got in trouble for underage drinking. I went to that's when I got my first rehab treatment. That's another whole. I got everything. All that time was the intensity of emotion was so intense that I can get stuck there. And I can talk for every little piece, play by play. It's still in my memory somewhere. Then from there, I went to the submarine. That's the MTS 626 moored training ship. And I suppose I can verify all of this with Facebook groups, online stuff. Google. especially when I got to that USS Enterprise in Newport News, Virginia. I remember I actually looked that up, and it was a $2.2 billion overhaul. They got that documented. Cause I always tell a story, and it's a story, last lie, right? About because it's a story, because some of it's based on truth about how I saw our United States government circulate or spend $2.2 billion with my own eye. It wasn't reading about it, wasn't hearing about it. It was looking at it and seeing it. And I tell a story. It's a story because one of them was somebody else's story about how they hired Shore Patrol at the dumpsters to make sure that nobody took some brand new legal paths that they weren't going to use. But that wasn't even part of it. I tell that part of the story. Like I said, a story, a lie. The difference is the story is based more on a truth, and it's meant for slight rate entertainment to make it more something or another. Well, I'm here to pick up somebody else.